Okay, Friday the 13th called this time. They want their whole movie plot back. Too soon? Also, why are there Halloween movies in the middle of frickin' summer? You can't wait a few months for that one, huh? Yeah, to put them out during summer, huh? Fright Street 1978 is the follow-up to Fright Street 1994 and is pretty much the origin story of what's going on with this town and why the witch selects a cursed person and how this curse became. And honestly, I was very excited to watch this movie. After watching the first one, I'm like, yes, give me more. This movie, the first one really surprised me with its unique kills, the character development, and being on the edges of your seat of who's gonna get killed next. That's what I really enjoyed about this one. But this one is pretty much takes place at a summer camp. It stars Maxine from Stranger Things and pretty much is the why all this is happening. And she's the first person to get the curse. And pretty much, my thoughts on this movie is it's definitely a fun time, but not as good as the first one. The first one is really good and I really had a fun time. But this one, you could easily tell sometimes who's going to get killed off first or get killed. Like, you easily can kill. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes it's the case you're like, oh, that girl's sleeping with that guy. Get the axe out. Chop, chop, chop. I saw that coming. Plus, this movie seems a lot like Friday the 13th, specifically the first one and the new Michael Bay reboot one. Yes, Michael Bay made a Friday the 13th movie. Best you didn't get that one, did you? But there's a lot of similar scenes to the movie, but overall, I had a blast about it. The characters are really enjoyable, but sometimes you know what's going to happen because they tell you what happens at the beginning of the movie, which I extremely hate, but it's still a fun time. They're really good. Some scares are really good in there, and it's a good explanation of what's going on. And overall, I had a fun time with this movie. Sometimes the scares don't land. Sometimes you knew who was going to die and knew who was going to survive. But overall, Fright Street 1978, a B. Overall, I had a fun time with this movie. It really surprised me, just like the first one. Sometimes the scares get you. Sometimes you knew who was going to die first. Unlike the first one, you didn't know who's going to die, who's not going to who's going to live. But yeah, I had a fun time with this one. So yeah, that's all for this time. Punch that like button, face like boss. See you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.